Hey guys, Camper 15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another Fairy Tale episode 100 Quest review for you guys. As I'm joined by my co-host again, the Red Wolf, and we are back talking Fairy Tale. Nice solid
Mhm.
episode. Obviously, it seems like we're getting Battle of Fairy Tale 2!
Yep. Yeah, you sound just as hyped as Natsu is. How about it?
Listen, the first time we saw it was crazy. It was crazy. Albeit it was
Yeah.
technically like three members of Fairy Tail going up against all the other members, but this time it's five members going up
Well,
against
well,
the
well,
entire
yeah, like,
village.
yeah. It started off with three members, but then all of a sudden they made everybody go against everybody, and it's like, you know,
One of the best arcs in the story in the series.
surprisingly.
If you want my thoughts on the arc, go watch my Fairy Tail arc review videos. I review every single arc of the series, including the dumbass fillers. Yes.
Well, I'm pretty sure we already said this already. Like, Fairy Tail is one of those animes that has filler, obviously, but those fillers are actually quite enjoyable, in my opinion.
Yes. Anyways, we last leave off of our guildmates after they got confronted by the White Mage and the corrupted Fairy Tale. And we kind of pick up right where we leave off from that scene. So you just have it to where the White Mage essentially walks out and she's just like, oh, yes. Yes, all your Fairy Tale member friends have been whited out. And you will also be whited out as well to serve this purpose she has. Now, as she's confronting them, she's like, wait a goddamn minute. There's only three of y'all. Where are the other two? And then she just looked at Mira Jane and she like, hey, Mira Jane, where are the other two? Surely there was more than just these three. And she's like, oh, well, I didn't really see the other two. I don't know where those others are at. And then it leads into a punishment scene.
Yep. Now, as punishment, she got her two younger siblings, Elfman and Luzana, to start beating her down, kicking her, and all that.
Yeah. And other Fairy Tale members are just like, or well, Natsu, Lucy, Happy, and Urza are just like, what in the frick is going on here? And they're like, hey, snap out of it, guys. They're still a little bit confused about what the hell's going on and everything.
I don't blame.
Um, huh?
I don't blame them.
But then while this is happening, we do cut over to Juvia, Gray and Wendy. Now it seems like Juvia was able to break free, after I guess realizing what's been going on, and she's telling Gray and Wendy, like, hey, Fairy Tale is being controlled by the White Mage. She goes on to say, like, listen, she has two slightly alter ego personas of her, which one is Toka and another one is the White Mage. And basically, she's controlling everybody by using her white magic, and that's how she's able to do that. Now, we'll talk about more of the details later on when they have their like whole conversation with Juvia later on. But essentially, because of this, Wendy and Gray, they end up like, all right, we need to do something about this. Now, it looks like things are about to get hectic because, eventually Toga's just, well, I guess I can call her Toka. The white mage Toka. Possessed Toka. How about that? She's just kind of talking. She's just like, oh, all right, enough of the punishment. It's time for y'all to be whited out. And they're like, what? So then she uses her whiteout magic, and they clearly all feel their magic energy being drained. But just in the nick of time, Wendy.
Wendy, yep. Wendy comes in the clutch and restores everyone's power and cancels out Toka's absorption, and then Gray comes in also to put up an ice wall.
Yes, yes, yes. Nice stuff. Nice stuff.
Although, can we talk about his overconfidence there, thinking that his wall is
Ice
too
wall
thick?
would.
Yeah, but little did he forget that Loxus is right there.
Yes. Loxus just easily breaks through the ice, and Gray's kind of shocked. He's like, what? I'm like, Gray, listen, with all due respect,
It's your
you're a,
homie.
you're a strong character, but you're not stronger than Loxus.
Hmm. Yeah, or more like honestly, Ice Wall isn't even his strongest move anyway. He has much more stronger moves than that. So
That was
yeah.
strictly a defensive move so they could get an
Yeah.
escape and get out of there, but they were too slow to get out.
But what if he Ice double enhances the wall? Maybe it'll be even stronger than that.
Yeah,
He
but
should,
Luxus still is gonna break through because Luxus is like one of the strongest guild members in the guild.
yeah, that's true. Even though he's still his body's still
Yeah,
he's
oh, it don't
even
matter.
way smoother.
Anyways, they escape by break when Luxus breaks through, and they looks like the other member's gonna go after them, and then, Toga's just like, no, no, don't worry about it. We have other means to do. And we see this green crystal, this green core. Again, another thing we'll talk about in a quick second. So, they go away from them.
I'll be right back. Okay.
All right, back. So after that incident happens, they all sit down somewhere in Drasil, just talking it out. So step one, we find out that essentially Juvia tells them like, yeah, we got controlled by a white mage Toka. She caught us sleeping at the wrong time. She basically tells everybody like, listen, she has two dual personalities, one which is the white mage, and then another side is Toka, which has a crush on Natsu, and you get a backhanded comment by Lucy just saying like, oh, yeah, she got a crush on you, and then Natsu's just like, I don't even know her. Now, personally, if you ask me, I think deep down Lucy kind of got a little bit jealous.
If only it was that expressive.
Yeah, we know it's okay. We know deep down Lucy probably was a little bit triggered. She like, oh, another woman trying to take my man from me.
Well, started off with Lizana, then with Lucy, now with Toka. What's next?
I don't know.
They call Gray the chick magnet, but little does Natsu know that he has a couple of other girls around him also.
Yeah. Now, the next thing is the reason why Juvia was able to break free is she says that Toka was able to break her free of the white mage's control when the white mage wasn't paying attention. Now, that's kind of it. I will say it's kind of vague, so they don't go into detail why. Juvia makes the mention she doesn't know why she was able to be broken off by it, because we see later on in the episode, like she literally due to Toka, she literally taps into what the white mage was saying about taking down and stopping breaking the crystals and everything for the wood god dragon and everything and stuff like that. But she doesn't go much into detail about that. Maybe if Toka ends up coming back into a regular persona, maybe she'll be able to explain why she was able to do all this, because it is also strange that the white mage like doesn't know about this. Heck, even when they run into them again, well, actually she doesn't run into them, but they make the mention when, for example, when Gray is with Juvia and then the Thunder Trio are there. The Thunder Trio make no mention of the fact like, wait, isn't Juvia on our side? Why is she not being
It's called the Thunder Legion.
Thunder Legion, my god, whatever. It's been a while.
I know, but come on. We are huge Fairy Tail fans at this point. We should know that at least.
Listen, you act like I watched the Fairy Tail anime just a few weeks ago. The original, not this one, the original series.
To be fair, I haven't watched the original one in ages either.
Okay, yeah, all right. Like I said, I've been telling you even off camera, I'm finding Dory. I have short-term memory loss.
Short-term memory.
And yet I don't take notes while I'm watching these goddamn episodes. I'm just either looking at the episode right now and getting bits and pieces of what I remember, or I just go off the brain.
Yeah, you go off the brain.
What? You see somebody, you see a dog, you see a wolf?
No, I just see something weird on my screen. Anyways, move on.
Oh. Probably Rias Grimory telling you something.
I mean, your profile picture is on my screen.
Well, it is what it is. Anyways, Juvia explains that the whiteout stage is her magical energy, to where she can control anybody like a damn puppet. She can basically manipulate anybody she controls to do their bidding. And basically, it seems like the white mage's whole goal was to white out all the five dragon gods because of their immense magic power. Because even she tells like Natsu and the others when she first runs into them, like, yeah, you guys have immense magic power. I got to put that shit to a stop. Now, why she's doing this, we have no idea. Why she wants to lower the magic power in the fairy tale world. Maybe it's for some selfish, ulterior reason, or maybe just to have strong people under her control. We don't. But
well, from what I can,
go ahead.
From what I can tell, apparently she believes that strong magic is evil. From what I've been seeing so far, I don't know. That's my take on it. I don't know.
Well, I guess unless she has fears of Zera, but he's long gone.
Rest in peace. Anyways.
Rest in peace. Fuck that guy.
Hello. He had a change of heart in the end.
Yeah, he had a change of heart.
Yes.
At the very end, until he realized
we all know what happened.
Was effed up. Man was literally trying to restart the entire timeline all over again so he could get his wish.
But hey, let's be real. He did not have a really easy backstory, which would explain why he became the way he is.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's his fault. He should never got into dark magic.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Juvia goes on to say, in order to do that, that's why she started out getting the water god dragon Merphobia under control. And with the fact that, you know, Juvia said she was going to use, Toga was going to use the water god dragon to be able to control all of the other all the other dragon gods and white out their magic. Now, we saw Ignia literally just defeat Merphobia with absolute ease, so I don't know if she would have been able to get to Ignia, but whatever. Anyways, Juvia goes on to make the mention, well, because Merphobia kind of lost, because that's thanks to Natsu, she's just like, well, she had a backup plan, and that was controlling us, so then she could get the whiteout magic right herself. And then essentially, in a kind of a horrific kind of graphic detail, she says, yeah, and after she does that, she's just gonna kill all the fairy tale.
Yeah, we see skulls and bones in that images.
Yes, and listen, some of the imagery they were showing like the one panel where they were showing like her doing the puppeteer magic stuff. That was like where she just controlling people like on a freaking string, like puppets. I'm like, okay, I like this. Yet there was people like a few weeks ago complaining about the goddamn animation and the goddamn visuals.
It's slowly going. So yeah.
And don't let me forget about that one guy that talking about the one fight he can't wait to see in this show. I won't spoil it.
That still makes no sense, but
yeah, I know. Apparently, this one person I saw on Twitter said this one fight, when that fight happens in the anime, I'll tell you when it's that said fight. It's none of the fights that we see so far, but it's one of them fights. And the fact that I saw that tweet saying, "Oh, this is gonna make or break the Fairy Tail 100 Quest anime," you know, it's absolutely hysterical that Twitter/X, whatever you want to call it, has rotted people's brains so damn much. You can tweet some of the dumbest shit ever, and you'll actually have some idiots actually believing you. Like I just before we ever started recording the video, we're about to review our My Hero Academia review that we missed out on yesterday, and next thing you know, I got somebody critiquing Hawks talking about his point when he saw freaking Twice clones talking about, why is Hawks saying kill twice? If you want to get my thoughts on that, watch the My Hero Academia review. I cannot wait to rant on that point. Holy hell. Yeah, I saw that. We're gonna keep it on Fairy Tail. This is not MHA. So basically, what happens is Lucy's like, well, how are we able to get our friends back and everything and prevent our friends from dying? And basically, Juvia's like, well, I would guess we have to defeat the White Mage. So Natsu's like, all right, yeah, let's go defeat her. Now Lucy's like, whoa, calm down now. If we go confront her and we go try to take her down, what's stopping her from just killing them right then and there? She might as well just do it. And Natsu's just like, oh, well, I'm sorry about that. So, anyways, now in the meantime, Juvia ends up getting controlled again, and the ground starts shaking. And we just see it to where all the other fairy tale members are trying to break this crystal, which they successfully do. Juvia gets controlled, and what does the controlled Juvia says or say?
I don't know word for word. I think you're gonna have to make it that one, but
Don't say word for word, just the whole goal of their operation.
Yes, they're breaking the crystals on the wood dragon's body, so you know.
Yes, and apparently this is going to weaken the wood dragon god, which will make it easier for them to white him out. I'm sorry, but that just sounds so perverted. I'm just saying. It's nothing.
That never crossed my mind until you told me that.
I'm just saying. Toga just wants to wipe people out. I think you're thinking too hard.
Give me a moment to process this. Why did that image go to your...
I'm not thinking about anything. I'm just saying that just sounds like a perverted statement. I wasn't thinking about anything. I just said a statement. Nothing popped into my head or anything. I swear on my life. I swear. I just said that sounded like a perverted statement. Like she's trying to wipe people out. What's that supposed to mean?
I honestly didn't see anything perverted about it until you tried to put it into words.
Anyways. They make the mention like, okay, we may not be able to defeat the white mage, but at least we can take down our friends. And they actually make the mention like, hey, Wendy, are you able to actually use your magic to untap them out of it? And Wendy's like, well, yeah, but not really.
Yeah. But she said it should be possible if we knock them out.
So that leads on to the whole aspect of Natsu being hyped. He's like, oh, well, shit, it's supposed to be Battle of Fairy Tail again. Let's go. In Drasil. And is hyped about fighting his friends again. He runs off, and they're like, whoa, wait a damn minute. But Gray's just like, over his like, yeah, this guy don't care. He just wants to fight and test his strength. So we're getting Battle of Fairy Tail 2. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
So, fights that we see so far starting off. Gray is with Juvia. Now we get an interesting tidbit actually. Juvia cannot use her magic.
Yeah, because she's still basically still under control of the white mage, and the white mage basically has control of her magic at the moment.
So, that's the thing. So she's kind of like a damsel in distress. She can't do much of anything.
Yeah, not yet anyways.
Anyways, the Thunder Legion show up. They confront Gray and Juvia. Really not Juvia, but they confront Gray. Big Slow shows up. He kind of shit talks Gray, talking about like, man, I remember the last time we fought. Now, you know, Gray's kind of smirking a bit because clearly Gray's a lot stronger than he was at that early stage in the series. The only thing Gray says, like, you ain't gonna use no goddamn dirty tactics, are you, like you did the first time? And Big Slow's just like,
who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, all of a sudden Creed comes up from behind and...
Oh yes, the gay man.
Yeah, apparently.
And then obviously Evergreen. Yes, shows up. Now here's a question, Denzel. Do you prefer pre-time skip Evergreen or post-time skip Evergreen with her hair down?
I feel like this is a trick question. It's obvious post-time skip with her hair down.
I know, right? I know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody should agree with me at this point. I mean, just look at her.
Honestly, her pre-time skip design gives me like Caulifla from One Piece vibes. She does look like her.
I can see that.
And it's probably the glasses, the early stage glasses, the way her glasses looked early on.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if there was any inspiration behind that.
Well, it's funny because people always say like, "Oh, Fairy Tail is almost goddamn One Piece clone."
Yeah. I think I made a mention to a long time ago, like how like the animations look somewhat similar to One Piece, but yeah.
Yep. We're kind of left at a stalemate there. We don't see what happens there, but Gray has to fight the Thunder Legion again. Well, this time not just Bixlow, it's all of them. So we'll see how he does. And they're no joke, even though they don't do much, they ain't no jokes. I would probably say the weakest out of the bunch is probably Evergreen, even though she's strong in her own right.
I think it's Bixlow. I think maybe.
I
'Cause,
think he's the most problematic out of the bunch with his babies or whatever it is.
but physically, I think they all they have to do is one tap him and then he'll be knocked out.
Moving on. Natsu's running around. He ends up taking out Wakaba, Malkow, and Romeo. Two of them, the perverted bastards, but whatever. Who cares? And then Gajul shows up. And you kind of get a nice little interaction fight with them. It's been such a goddamn long time since we've seen them fought for reals. The last time we saw them fought was literally the what was his old guild called?
Phantom Lord, I believe.
The Phantom Lord arc. Oh, one of the best arcs in the series. One of the best arcs, which started the Natsu x Lucy shipping.
I guess. Yeah.
The Nalu ship.
Yeah, mainly because Natsu's so angry and like, he was literally burning a guy to a crisp back then. Like, where is she?
Well, technically, Lucy was in damsel distress because her goddamn selfish ass father. Oh man, that's. I'm sorry, but that is a guy that.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know. It's been a while. I did my fairy tale arc review, so I don't know if my opinion still stands. But I'm sorry. I have no sympathy for Lucy's dad at all. Even
I'll admit, at the start, he was a prick. He was just a straight up prick, and yeah, at least he tried to change for the better later on.
When he lost all his fucking money, it took the man until he lost all his money and became poor, and he was on the level of his daughter to finally realize, oh, yeah, maybe I should never treated my family like that, all because your goddamn wife died. I'm sorry, but I have no sympathy towards Lucy's father.
Whatever. Let's just move on, shall we?
So anyways, you kind of get a nice rematch of that, but the difference is they're a lot stronger. Because the first time they fought, they only had one elemental Dragon Slayer ability. Now, they have two elemental Dragon Slayer abilities. Because this time, Natsu has his Lightning Dragon mode, and then Gray has his Shadow Iron Dragon mode, and you see them using it to...
What? Gray? You said Gray.
Gray Gajul, my bad. Gajul. Thank you for correcting me.
I was like, wait, was I tripping? No, you said Gray. What?
So you get their fight. It's right now at a stalemate itself too, but it's nice to see these two fight again. Obviously, they're kind of really the Vegeta and Goku. It's just the only difference is Gajul's not as heavily focused as say Natsu is focused on, which is depressing because I do like Gajul's character, but it sucks. It sucks.
Now that I think about it, has he ever unlocked Dragon Force yet? I don't think he has. Has he?
I think he has.
Because I've only ever seen him like unlock the Iron Shadow Dragon mode. That's what. So.
I believe he has in the fight against Tartarus when he literally tried to save Lovey's life from dying.
Let me know that in the comment section below, because that's where my memory runs big. That's where my memory runs big. I don't know if what he did right there was Dragon mode.
I'm sure we've seen every Dragon Slayer so far in this series, with the exception of... I don't know. I think we've seen every Dragon Slayer use Dragon Force.
Wait, did Luxus use Dragon Force?
Yeah. Shit, he used Dragon Force in like the first arc he fucking appeared in.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. He tried to actually do very well also.
I'm sorry, Lux was on some shit that arc. Yeah. He was a man possessed on that arc.
Yeah, it kills me every time I realize that back then, like a few arcs later, we found out that Loxus back then was actually holding back against Natsu. He was actually holding back. We found that out later on.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on, shall we?
It's kind of left at a stalemate. They both go into their main second states. He turns into his Gajo turns into his Iron Shadow Dragon form he got from Rogue. Natsu's already activated his Fire Lightning Dragon mode.
Lightning Flame Dragon mode.
We do get a funny comedic scene where Lily hops in on Happy and he's like, "All right, come on, Happy, let's fight." And Happy's just like, no, let's not do this. And let's just say Lily looks at Natsu in his Lightning Fire Dragon mode, and he's just like,
Lightning.
Lightning. And then he just walks away. He's like, "We'll settle this later, Happy." And then Happy pulls a fish out of his ass and slaps him across the back of his neck and knocks him out. And he wins. So Happy gets a W, everybody. Happy gets a W.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which means it's officially canon. Happy is officially stronger than fucking Panther Lily.
I say, wait a minute.
There we go. There we go. Power scaling, be mad. Happy has defeated fucking Panther Lily. Let's go.
I said, wait a minute. Anyways.
Now, whenever Panther Lily comes back, you best believe Happy gonna be fucking being cocky and she'll be like, "Hey, Panther Lily, I beat you."
Foreshadowing. Anyways.
So, that's the thing. Anyways, probably the most exciting one we get is Lucy. She's running, and then of course she runs into probably one of the worst people that she could have ran into, as she quote unquote says. She runs into the Strauss siblings, or the Strauss family.
Yep. Mira
You didn't
Jane.
think I knew their last names, did you?
Yep. The take of a demon soul, the take of a beast soul, and the take of an animal soul.
Yeah. It's funny because she then calls out Virgo. She then calls out Leo, which is the first time we've seen Leo outside of his counterpart. But it's nice to see them again. Which only means that we're gonna be hearing Eric Bale come back in the English dub.
Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden he sees Mira, Elfman, and I don't think I can beat Mira. We'll see.
Yeah, and Virgo comes up and she just sees that. She's like, yeah, I think we can beat her.
Even with all three of us.
So that's the thing. Lucy transforms into her straw dress form, the Leo one, I believe. Mary Jane turns into a little and she's like, "Alright, ready to be punished." God voice actress that plays her is absolutely Virgo's over here getting punished, so she's fighting Mira. Leo's fighting Elfman, and basically he turns into like a lion-like
New form, actually.
You're gonna need the battle of the illiterate lion. And then Lucy is fighting, well, Lizana, Natsu's ex-girlfriend. Natsu's current, and not yet girlfriend. Now you would think maybe the anime could have did something where it's like, "Come on, Lucy, I know you're still Natsu from me," and she goes, "What are you talking about? I'm still nothing from you." But no, we don't get any like add-on dialogue. The dialogue is pretty much identical anyway, but it would have been nice if the anime would have went a little bit off script and been like, "Alright, you just have to focus on it." she had a connection with Natsu. You would think you would get a arc where maybe they're the main focus. But no. They just like, okay, Lazona, back to being a side character. So we teased you to make it look like you were a main character. She got her Atlas arc reappearance.
That's one way. That's one way to look at it, I guess. I would look at it another way, but yeah. Anyways, moving on.
Dragon Ball. They have so many characters, you can't keep the characters up to the same characters. That's why it's what I like now. Okay, yes, you got Vegeta and Goku on these god tier levels with their advanced forms, whether it's Ultra Instinct or Ultra Ego. How do we get more characters to be in the party and enjoy the best of getting stronger? Well, we got Broly over here. Now he finally controlled his legendary Super Saiyan form.
In my opinion, Fairy Tail did it better. In my opinion, they actually tried to use all their characters to the fullest, the most they can at least. The same with Black Clover. It had like a really decent wide amount of characters, and they so as far as I can tell, they use all their characters to the fullest, and I really respect that about it. So yeah.
Yeah. The Dragon Ball stuff's kind of been an issue since Dragon Ball Z started out, because when the human characters can't even face off against the Saiyans without some help, they don't do shit. Don't get me started about.
Let's move on, shall we?
Yeah, and we get the episode leaving off on a cliffhanger with Lucy basically debuting a new Star Dress form.
Yes. She shows the crest, and now she reveals in a very fairy-like way that she can now combine two Star Dress forms. So now, and right here, we see that she combined both Leo and Virgos.
Yeah.
So yes, here's where Lucy's power scaling starts to reach heights that I never thought she was capable of reaching.
Yes. Also, she literally looks like a goddamn fairy now.
Yes, Gray in the first was like, just like we don't have any fairies in Fairy Tail. Like Lucy was like, you have one right here, and she's right. She's right.
As the saying goes, don't sleep on my girl, Lucy Hartfield.
Yeah. I saw this in the manga. I was losing my shit. I was literally losing my shit. Like, what? Lucy!
Yeah, listen, people. If you seriously think Lucy is the weakest member out of the group that she's currently in right now, no, she's not.
I'm still pissed off. People on Discord, whenever we get to the topic of Fairy Tail, there's people who didn't even continue to watch the series, but they compare her to Yamcha. I'm just like, shut the fuck up. You don't even.
She could fucking beat Yamcha with ease.
Yeah. What? No. I don't even know what to say to those people. They like. I'm just saying they're just petty. They're just petty at this point.
It's like I made a mention earlier. It's internet people. They think they know everything, right?
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I should have found time to make a full rant video about the Discord people. Honestly, I'm hating Discord right now because it's full of idiots. I'll be honest.
That's why I deleted my Discord a long time ago.
Yeah, no wonder.
Now, if I can convince myself to get rid of fucking Twitter, that would be a stretch.
I think I don't use Twitter, so I don't have to worry about that.
Anyways, that's basically it. We'll come back next week for more Fairy Tail stuff. At least so far, on my TL, I haven't seen like Fairy Tail is gonna miss like a week episode, because it seems like there's a bunch of other animes that are gonna be like, yeah, there'll be no new episode this upcoming next week. It'll be the week after.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts, hit the subscribe button if you want to get more Fairy Tail 100 request content, as well as hit the subscribe button if you want to get more content on my channel. Hit the subscribe button to my co-host channel, The Red Wolf. I'll leave a link in the description below. We actually did a video, a gameplay together. Well, not a gameplay together, but I did a Resident Evil 4 gameplay thing, which actually I uploaded yesterday. It's a 2-hour video. Apology if there was like some weird music in the background. I forgot to edit the music out. That's only like the first 8 minutes of the video of a 2-hour long video. Fun times, fun times. We went up against the lake monster.
I remember being tired. I remember being tired at the end of it.
Don't know when part 6 is coming out. It is already uploaded, but that's the thing. Part 7 I already created. I just gotta render it and do everything. But anyways, hit that subscribe button on my channel, my co-host channel. He does gameplays on his own channel as well.
Yes, and I finally uploaded another DNF dual rank video. So yes, go ahead and check it out. I went up a rank again.
So there you go. Anyways, catch you guys in the next video. Till then, guys, stay safe up there and have a great rest of your damn Sunday. Till then, guys, peace.
Peace.